Welcome, welcome, welcome. God bless y'all. Welcome again to Ryan's Opinion Don't Matter. Hopefully, y'all having a blessed, wonderful day. And hopefully, all is well. That's real talk. Give me a second. I'm trying to get myself situated here. So, we having a Fed meeting today. Like, honestly speaking, it's going to be quite interesting today as it relates to the Fed's meeting and what their choices are going to be. Their decisions going to be made. What decision they're going to make as far as interest rates go. And I'll be honest with you, I think there's a whole lot of anticipation going around. Of course, we have a whole lot of speculation. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Harold. How you doing? God bless you. Welcome in, welcome in. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. There's a whole lot of anticipation going around of what the Feds are going to do. I personally, this is just me personally, I think they waited too long to lower the interest rates. I don't know if they are. I'm not even sure what they're going to do. But that's just my opinion. I think they waited too long to lower the interest rates. But we'll see what happens later today once they get, they have their meetings and they do their talk or whatever the case may be. We'll see what happens later today. If you're on this live, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it very, very much. We'll see what happens later today. If I had to guess, they probably only lower the quarter. I say they need to lower the half. In my opinion, I think the Feds need to drop it a half. Really do. I just feel like they waited way too long. And I still feel like Jerome Powell and some of them are chest pumping because they want to be defiant against Trump. They don't care too much about the effects on the economy. I think they just want their chest pumping. If there's a little lag or whatever, I can't help that. Sometimes it's around here they doing a lot of construction and stuff, and for some reason it just seems like the internet has been on the weirdo stuff. Yes, it will. God bless you. God bless you. Like I said, if you're on the slide, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Like I said, I just don't. I think they waited too long. I think they need to be a little bit of aggressive. That's why I said I think they need to drop it a half, as far as that go. And that's just my opinion on it. I just feel like all the other parts that Trump was trying to do initially, pretty much is into play. They're playing their role now. And the doomsday that they kept hollering and screaming about has not happened, and it's not going to happen because when you do things the way it's supposed to be done, I'm sorry. God bless you from Ethiopia. Thank you for coming in. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Appreciate it very, very much. All of the doomsday talk is, we pretty much past that point. They all say, "Oh, it's going to be the worst thing ever," this and that and that. We already knew for them that maybe a little financially educated understood where this was going to really go. So we wasn't that worried about it. I know I wasn't. I was inspired. I did not care about all the rhetoric that they was out there trying to pump out politically because I knew when I know what common sense politics and policies matter. And when you use common sense just from a financial perspective and everybody else try to gaslight you, then they don't know what they're talking about. They don't understand that inflation always fluctuates. It fluctuates. Gas prices is not up. They're not. Now, they might be a little higher than it was a little while ago for some states, but gas prices isn't up. And I go to the grocery stores. They know the grocery stores are not. They're nowhere near where they was before. A world away from here. God bless you. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Co-sider. God bless you. Welcome in, welcome in. Again, they're nowhere near where they were. Now, are they higher than what people would probably want to pay? Maybe so, depending on where you live, what the gas prices look like. Well, New York is a different animal. Just like New York and California are different animals. You guys in New York keep voting for Democrats. That's why y'all get what y'all get. Just like California. Y'all keep voting for Democrats. That's why y'all get what y'all get. So New York and California, they always trying to bankrupt their citizens. They don't care what they do to their citizens in New York and California. That's why they were trying to make y'all pay for their congestion bill or whatever toll, because they want to keep on financially bankrupting the citizens of New York and California. So y'all can have y'all fun in New York, and they can keep New York. I don't want New York, and I don't want California, because I think financially, and if they get that mayor that they running for, that's running for New York City, it's going to be by far worse, because they keep voting for people that's popular to them. Unemployment is supposed to go up. Unemployment is supposed to go up. I already knew that was coming. See, here's what you don't understand about unemployment. All of those high dollar people that they was paying all this top money for, because nobody wanted to go to work and everybody was following behind that COVID stuff. Oh, they getting rid of them. Corporate America is back on doing their game too. They're going to flush out a whole lot of high dollar people. They already know. This is what I'm trying to explain. They already know that the job market is about to be flooded with people that they can hire at less pay. They already know it. That's why they're going to flush out a whole lot of these overpaid people, and they're going to flush them out. And then the desperation going to kick in, and guess what? You're going to have to take a different job, probably at a less pay. This is why you're supposed to know what's going on at all times. Stop listening to the rhetoric and prepare yourself. That's what you got to listen to. New York and California are the worst at it. So if you live in New York, I'm sorry, that's what y'all keep voting for. You live in California, I'm sorry, that's what y'all keep voting for. Is Popeyes better than KFC? No. I mean, I don't care for neither one, so it don't really matter to me. I don't eat Popeyes. I stay away from Popeyes. And if I had to go to one, it would be KFC before Popeyes. I don't touch Popeyes at all. I ate Popeyes one time, and it put me in the hospital messing with that food. So I won't touch it. Well, all right, which state contributes to most of the economy? Here's what you got to understand something about that is that if your state contributes more to the economy, that means that you got a lot of people that love to spend. That's it. That means you got a bunch of people in your state that just love to spend. And guess what? That's fine if they want to keep wasting and spending their money. That is not a topic that you should be bragging about. Oh, they contribute. That means that people in that state love to spend. And guess who's going to get rich off of all of their spending habits? So it's not about what state contribute most to the economy. It's about who's making the money, who's not. That's why New York, they love to spend in New York. They love to spend in California. But guess what? They're going to always be behind. Their citizens are always going to struggle. And that's why California, New York is what it is today. That's why it's going to be what it is today. But here's the thing. They don't. They really don't. Y'all just think they do. That's what they tell y'all. Why would I care about which states take more federal funding or not? This is where everybody seems to get their mind and their brains mixed up. They're so stuck on what takes this, what takes that, what takes this, and what takes that. What does that have to do with your pockets? What does that have to do with your pockets? How y'all doing? God bless y'all. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Appreciate it very, very much. That has nothing to do with your pockets. I can care less about what state does this and what state this does that. At the end of the day, what I'm concerned about is how can any of this benefit me financially? While y'all worrying about the stupid stuff, how is that helping you financially? So what if, let's say California is the number one state that it contributes to the economy. How is that helping you financially? Because if you're not a shareholder or investor or anything of that nature, that does not benefit you one bit. because people in California like to spend money. That does not benefit you not one bit. Same thing with New York. If New York was contributing the most money to the economy, that just means that there's a lot of people in New York that like to spend money. If you're not a shareholder of the businesses that are thriving in New York, if there are any left, how is that benefit to you personal? This is where the idiocy kicks in. How does that benefit you personally? If you're worried about that right now, the Fed's talking about possibly lower whatever they're going to do with the interest rates, right? If they lower the interest rates right now, if they was to actually lower the interest rates right now, how is that going to benefit you? How is that going to make or break you? I know how it's going to make or break you, but really, how is that going to make or break you? So if you're a person that, let's say you invest in, what's up, Donald? How you doing? God bless you, bro. God bless you. Let's just say you're a person that invests in the auto industry. Let's say you got money invested across all the auto industries, right? Now, right now, the auto industry is not selling a lot of cars. You know why they're not selling a lot of cars? Number one, the cars are extremely overpriced, and they've been like that for a few years now. All these cars are way overpriced. They're not worth the money that people are paying for, that they're trying to sell these cars at. Yeah, I know. I can't help it. They're doing a whole lot of construction around here, Donald. And it's Verizon, and I got Verizon. Until they done all this tearing up the roads and trying to fix whatever, I don't know. It's just a whole lot going on around here. So I can't help the feed. But again, if they lower the interest rate and you're going to buy a car right now, right? What are you going to do? These cars are overpriced. Now, they have came down a lot, but not enough. In my opinion, these prices of these vehicles have not come down enough. They've came down a lot because they can't move them. This is why the Feds have to raise interest rates when they do it, to force these businesses like that to say, okay, well, these people can't afford these cars if they're overpriced. So the companies are going to have to take a hit financially to move these cars off these lots because now they're not moving them. This is what you want. You want these cars to have to come down on prices. The same thing with the housing market. You want it to come down so that they're being brought back down to prices that they are supposed to be at, not inflated. These auto industry was inflating the price of these cars. This is why the Feds do what they do. What's up, Joyce? How you doing? God bless you. Welcome in. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. A word away from here. Thank you. God bless you. Welcome in. Welcome in. I know I've seen you before, but just saying welcome in, Donald. Same thing. This is why the Feds have to raise interest rates, and this is exactly why they're paying close attention to it. To me, it's a little too late right now. The damage is going to be done. I felt as though they should have been lowered them. I didn't agree with Trump in the beginning, but I had to wait to see what was happening. Now, I just think they waited too long. And here's the thing. The economy is not going bad. Yes, you're going to have some inflation here and there. Yes, you're going to see the fluctuation of inflation. That's never going to go away. Interest rates aren't suggestive. So what are they? The economy is not crashing, bro. I know y'all liberals love to stay on this subject, and it's not crashing. This is exactly how it's supposed to go. Just so you know. It's supposed to go this way. Now, on the sorry side of it is people going to lose their job, which is what I expected. But guess what else is happening? A lot of these jobs are going to come back. You know why they're going to come back? Because we're deporting all these illegal immigrants out of here. So now these companies that are over here that have been hiring these illegal immigrants is going to have to revamp. They're going to have to actually go back and hire American citizens to do these jobs. Otherwise, they're going to have to be out of there. So unemployment is supposed to be exactly where it's at. And in my opinion, it's going to probably go a little higher before it starts to reverse course. So this is exactly what is supposed to happen. Because you need to force these companies to hire American workers to do the jobs. And you're right, Joyce. You're absolutely right. And a lot of these plants are being built as we speak. So yeah, you're gonna see unemployment rate is at right now. But let's have this conversation 6 months from now and see what happens. We'll see what happens. And Donald, your own interest rate actually isn't up. Interest rate is at 11-month low. And 11-month right now, the interest rate is low, 11-month low. And the interest rate's been higher than that. And that you can't blame the interest rates on politics. That's the Federal Reserve. They're the ones make that decision. And I got told before and earlier in my videos, earlier this year, I said, I don't agree with Trump. But after about 6 months down the road, I said, now I do. And the feds, again, waited too long. Once again, they waited too long to do their job. So I want the feds to lower the interest rates, and I think they need to lower to half. That's just my opinion. Don't mean I'm right. Just my opinion. Oh, I'm still excited, Donald. I'm extremely excited. Everything I see is going on is exactly how I knew it was going to play out. There is nothing changing my excitement. I'm excited. Everything, listen, my accounts, everything, I am massively in the green right now. So everything that played out the way I said it was going to play out for me personally, it has played out 100%. So personally, no, I'm not complaining. I'm just telling y'all that right now, the interest rates is going to have an effect on the stock market. That's just the way it's going to be. That's just the way it's going to be. Now, if they do actually lower, which we don't know how it's going to go, you're probably going to see a pop in the stock market, depending on what Powell says out of his mouth, too. What's up, Jason? How you doing? God bless you. God bless you. Somebody says they're BB guns. If you think they're BB guns, that's fine. Hey, whatever. You might want to look through the videos. You'll find out what they really are. What's up, Jason? How you doing? But yeah, the feds are going to do what they're going to do. You have no control over it. But the one thing I'm glad that the Federal Reserve did do was when they raised the interest rates when they did, I knew what the effects of it was going to be. That's why I wanted them to raise them. Now, because I seen the auto industry started dropping the prices of these vehicles, some dropped them $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 on new vehicles. That's what I was expecting to happen. Why? Because they were overpriced, way overpriced. And this is what I mean by doing research and following what's really going on. Same thing with the housing market. The housing market isn't moving like it was. This is exactly what you want. This is why the Federal Reserve raised the interest rate and they kept them there the way they did. This is what happens. And this is what happens. This started before the Trump administration even got into office. This is why the Federal Reserve is independent from the political side, and this is why they have to operate as an independent. Because sometimes politicians make dumb decisions, and you have to use the Federal Reserve one tool to reverse course sometimes. Now, here's where, again, I believe that Trump was very smart about. This is why I wanted no tax on your overtime. This is why I wanted no tax on tips, right? This is why I wanted them to not tax people's Social Security, because I already knew that there was a small possibility that there might be a little bit of increase in price. So for the everyday working average citizen, if they working overtime, if they're getting no tax on tips, and if their Social Security is not being taxed and hammered, if the prices go up a little bit, those working class people will be able to afford more because now they're keeping more money in their pocket. This is the reason why Trump put those things into play, so that they'll be able to financially weather the possibility of some things being more expensive. Because if you got more money in your pocket, you really ain't gonna worry about it too much. Your take-home pay, as it relates to if you work a little bit of overtime, or if you get tips, or if you're getting Social Security, this is why you have to think further into, okay, if I make these decisions, it's going to affect this sum, but if people have more money in their pocket, they're not going to be hardly affected by it. See my point? That don't benefit billionaires. That don't benefit millionaires. That is help. That is giving help to the hardworking, everyday, honest citizen who's trying to make a living. That's what that helped. So if your job is offering a little bit of overtime, bam, there you go. And most of this unemployment is coming from these wasteful jobs anyway. See, y'all got, everybody seem to forget all of those so-called government jobs they got rid of. So when did y'all think that was going to have an effect on unemployment? See, everybody forgot about that part. All of that stuff that the Trump administration was cutting out of government. They forgot that part, didn't they? So I personally, God bless you, McDowell, I personally knew that unemployment was going to go up. But you got to look at where jobs are being lost. Yes, I do believe in God. Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. And yes, Trump is working for everyday American citizens. To say, and I'm assuming that's what you were really trying to say. Trump is working for everyday American citizens. My thing is this. So tell me what billionaire or millionaire works overtime? What billionaire or what millionaire works overtime? Since y'all want to bring up, none? So how is working overtime beneficial to a billionaire who don't punch a clock? But I'll take you one further. All right, so the crime rate in Washington, D.C., right? When Trump sent the National Guard, you think that affect billionaires and millionaires? They got security. Billionaires and millionaires don't live in those neighborhoods. They got security. They can afford protection. But the everyday hardworking citizens can't. So Trump sending in the National Guard to protect the citizens of that neighborhood and that community, how is that beneficial to billionaires? How is that beneficial to billionaires? When billionaires live in gated communities with security. Well, debt is racking up high because people got irresponsible. Listen, I'm going to tell you right this. People have irresponsible spending habits the same way the government does. But I'm going to tell you where my debt went. Drastically low. Drastically low. Because I saw what was coming. And I reversed course. Because I don't go out there and spend my money relentlessly. Thoughts on open carry issues in Florida? All right, here's my thing. Second, anybody been my life, they know where I feel about the Second Amendment. The right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. The right to protect yourself against government tyranny. So my stance on gun thing is this. My number one stance is government has no say-so in what you can and cannot have as it relates to firearm weapons or anything of that nature. When government start talking about what you can and cannot have, they already overstep their bounds and they are violating your right to keep and bear arms. So all gun laws, every single one, in my opinion, is unconstitutional. I mean, make that part clear. All gun laws that hinders everyday citizens to have the right to keep and bear arms, regardless what the weapon is unconstitutional. Now, as it relates to open carry, I personally don't like, I'm okay with them having an open carry law. I think that's wonderful. I don't have no problem with that. I think as a personal person, I think concealed carry is better and more safer. Reason why I say that, because everybody can see what you have. And if somebody think they can get a moment where they can try to snatch and take your gun, that's the only thing about open carry I don't particularly care for. Yeah, that's the only thing about I don't particularly care for the open carry part. Is I just think if everybody can see, it's just like somebody I know. One time I was in Ohio and I was in a restaurant and the lady had her firearm with her. She worked at the restaurant. It was probably her business. I don't know. But she had the firearm back here, which I understood she was working, and I guess it's better to have it back there out of your way. But it also, to me, in my opinion, gives that moment to try to go back there to get that gun. That's a whole lot of time for somebody to get to you. That's my whole point. So although I agree with open carry law, I think I don't beef with it lawfully wise, but I just think I think concealed carry is a better way to keep your firearm. That way people can't always just easily know what you have or easily can reach what you have. That's just me. I don't want government making no rules as it relates to any firearms. See, listen, when it comes to firearms, y'all got to understand something. When it comes to firearms, when it comes to the Second Amendment, listen, I'm explaining something to y'all about me. I don't think government should be in anything. When you want to know why things are expensive, it's because government got involved. Every time government gets involved, that's where it goes left field. That's where it gets expensive. That's where it gets extremely expensive. And just for your record, Donald, the budget's been going up for long, but look at the trade deficit. But again, that's where it gets. So I don't want government in anything. Listen, when government gets involved, it takes out the competitive nature. And I say this all the time. When government makes laws that you have to abide by, it takes out the competitiveness. Meaning, car insurance right now has a stronghold on America. Car insurance has a stronghold on America because they really don't have to compete because the government said everybody got to have it. In order for you to drive your vehicle, you got to have insurance. Now, some may disagree with me, and that's cool. But they took out car insurances have to really compete for your dollar because they force everybody to have it. That's why car insurance is expensive. They use all of these other accidents and all this other stuff to try to say this is what, this and that and that. But the reality of it is that if you did not have to have car insurance will have to compete with your dollar to get your dollar. Therefore, they will have to lower the prices of car insurance to try to be competitive with another car insurance company. That's why car insurance is so expensive, because government said everybody got to have it. That's it. I don't think that, no, I don't like when people lobby for stuff because government becomes a problem. And the more they get involved, the more things get expensive. And 9 times out of 10, the government is taking our tax dollars and doing all this stuff, and they're not really actually doing what they say they're going to do with it. They're not doing what they say they're going to do with it. You look at if you look at the amount of money the government spends as far as across the board, you look at our deficit, the United States deficit, it is at what, $37 trillion? United States at that deficit, the United States of America should be the most beautiful place in the world. We should have the most beautiful place in the world with that much money being spent. But because we have a lot of Democratic political crooks who keeps funneling money politically to themselves, nothing else ever gets done. But they all keep getting richer. See, my thing is this: it's not the billionaires you got to worry about. It's the politicians that you keep voting for that's doing it for the billionaires so that they can get a cut out of it. This is where y'all keep missing it at. Y'all keep blaming these corporations, but y'all not looking at the politicians that's getting the money from these corporations and making decisions to mess up your life financially. And by and large, it's Democrats. By and large, it's Democrats. Nancy Pelosi, Obama, all of these Democrats has been doing this for years. Now, I'm not saying there's no Republicans. There's some Republicans too. But by and large, it's been Democrats. But y'all keep voting for them. That's why y'all neighborhoods that vote Democrat are the worst. Because they never spend that money in your community. They never spend that money in your community. They take it for themselves and leave your community a mess. There ain't no get rid of no guns. You get rid of all the guns. You just gave the government the right to keep. You just gave the government the right to enslave its people. How can y'all say that y'all? How can y'all say y'all? You saying you trust the government not to be tyrannical, and you saying get rid of all the guns, and then the government turns around and be tyrannical. Now the citizens have no way to defend themselves. But these are the very same people that say that slavery was a horrible thing. These are the very same people that say Trump is a bad guy, but now they're talking about get rid of all the guns. So if y'all felt this, so Trump was a bad guy, why would you want to get rid of the guns? What if he actually turned around and be tyrannical? How you going to defend yourself? That don't even make sense. What's up, what's up, my brother Jay? I ain't changing the definition of nothing. I'm making a point. My point is, see, y'all hear what y'all want to hear. Y'all hear what y'all want to hear. My point is this. I don't lobby for politicians. I don't like lobbyists to be able to get what they want. I don't. But I'm not in government to be able to control what they can and cannot do. I'm not a politician, so I can't control what they can and cannot do. So I need to learn how to operate in the compounds and compounds of where can I personally benefit from this. Because, hey, listen, even though I voted for who I want, that no guarantee that the person I vote for going to win. So I got to look at the picture as a whole, and I got to adjust accordingly to be able to win in any situation. But the more you have corrupt politicians, the harder it is for everyday honest, hardworking citizens. It makes it harder for them. And y'all keep lying. And by and large, it's Democrat politicians that do it. I ain't going to do anything with my guns, but enjoy them and protect myself if I need to. I'm going to protect myself if I need to, and I'm going to enjoy them. Listen, America has well over 100 million guns, probably 100 guns to every citizen. Most people that own firearms ain't out there hurting nobody. Ain't out there shooting nobody. Ain't nobody out there killing nobody. Now, y'all keep bringing up the subject of guns, but if you look at all of the people that's been doing all of the dirt, it's been liberals. All of this mass shooting, by and large, most mass shooting has been done by liberals and those type of people. But they always try to spin it like it's not happening, but it is. But this brother right here will never give up his firearms. You know what that firearm says to me? Freedom. Just in case the government ever decide to go tyrannical, I have a way of protect myself from that. I don't trust government. I trust God, not government. God. That's it. I hope that they will do the right thing, but that don't mean that they really are. Even the person that I voted for, which is Trump, there's still no 100% guarantee that I'm going to get what I wanted when he won the election. But so far, I've been getting it. But that's no guarantee that I am. It's not a 100% guarantee that I am. But so far, since he won this election, I'm getting what I'm voting for, which is surprisingly, because usually you don't. %100% of what I voted for, I am getting in this election, in Trump winning. Everything. Everything. Do I have enough guns for what? What are you talking about? Trump is a businessman, Donald. He can make what he wants. But here's the thing. We're not paying him to do the job that he's doing. So you worried about how much money Trump made as a who's already a billionaire. But he's a businessman. He's been doing that before he in politics. But you don't want to talk about the fact that he's not even taking a paycheck right now. So the job that he's doing for America, he's doing for free. So y'all mad at him, but he's still making money. I don't care how much money he makes, as long as he's doing the job right. Yeah, exactly. You know what, Jay? I forgot about that part. I forgot about the fact nobody talks. They always trying to ignore that part. If they was that concerned about money, why would they give away billions of dollars in equipment, military equipment, and just leave it in Afghanistan? And that was taxpayers' money. That's how irresponsible the Democratic Party is. And I forgot about that part. Multiple billions of dollars worth of equipment. They just left it like it was useless in Afghanistan. That was taxpayers' money. That's how irresponsible they were. That's how irresponsible they were. That's how much they cared about your tax dollars. That they would say, oh, just leave it over there. We don't care. It ain't our money. It's the taxpayers' money. Who cares what happened to it? And we lost soldiers senselessly because they're how irresponsible they were. That's fine if you don't need a gun. That's you. If you're willing to live your life that way, that's great if you don't need a gun. God bless you. That's fine. If you feel as though you don't need a gun, that's fine. If you think that, if you trust that the government, if somebody came to rob you right now, you don't need a gun. You just gonna trust that they're going to say, give me all your stuff. I ain't going to do nothing to you. Fine. You're going to trust that the police is going, that the person that's about to rob you is going to let you make a 911 call, and you're going to wait that 3 to 6 minutes minimum for them to come protect you from the person that's about to rob you or possibly take your life. If you okay with that, that's cool. That's fine. I'd just rather have it with me. That way I can handle that myself, and they can come clean the mess up. That's fine if you don't. I ain't gonna say I don't trust. First of all, nobody. If somebody was about to rob me right now, somebody was about to rob me. Hey, maybe you live somewhere where crime don't happen. That's great. I don't know, but I was born and raised in Philadelphia, North Philadelphia. I'm not stupid. I know what people do, and you ain't got to do nothing to nobody who has bad intentions. I watch people walk down the street, minding their business, just trying to get to where they're trying to go. And then you look at somebody else and you see that look on their face and say, oh, they about to do something crazy. You just trying to figure out who they picking, who they looking for. And then all of a sudden, somebody's got robbed and murdered for something because and all they were trying to do was take care of their family. Now, and if that person was aware of the surroundings, saw that person had bad intentions, and got their stuff ready and click right at the right moment. And sometimes, this is what y'all don't understand, sometimes the sight of the fact that you have the gun, once you pull it out and they see you have it, most of the time, they're not even ready for that fight now. They just say, oh, I'm good. Because that's the part they never tell you, how many of those type of lives have gotten saved, and how many times somebody who had bad intentions and was met with a gun too and said, oh, okay, I'm sorry. See, that part don't go to the reports. That part don't get to the police department. That happens by far more than you ever get reported. So guns by far more save lives than take lives. But that part don't get reported. That's the part no one ever hears about. That's it. All of these homes, listen, I watch videos all the time of people getting breaking into somebody's home, and the person that was in their house had a firearm and lit their behinds up. I go looking for these videos. Because I know the media is never going to pick these type of videos out of homeowners and everyday citizens defending themselves against criminals. But I watch videos after videos after videos after videos of homeowners defending themselves against criminals. Criminals don't care if you... Listen, if you don't have a weapon to protect yourself, you just opened yourself up to all the criminals. They're going to come get you. They're going to come get you. They're going to be like, okay, we know this person ain't got no gun. They just sit there. They don't have no weapon. They don't believe in weapons. That's fine. I do. Now let's go get them. Let's go get them. See, my thing is I grew up around criminals and I know criminal behavior. I was right in the middle of that stuff. So I know criminal behavior. There's certain people that they not going to mess with because they know they're about that life. But there's other ones they say, man, we can get him. He's soft. He don't live like that. Let's go get that person. See, when you don't have no form of weapon or way of protecting yourself, you already opened yourself up to be a victim. Donald's funny, man. Donald said, stop making excuses. Wake up. Meanwhile, Donald got guns in his house, too. But again, if y'all on this live, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. I love us being able to have this conversation. No one always have to agree with me. They don't have to agree with my stance on certain things, my views on certain things, and I'm 100% okay with that. I don't feel the need to argue. You know, I'm not going to be mad and hate somebody because they don't agree with my viewpoints. That's what the beauty of America, and that's what I love about this country. You can have a difference of opinion, you can have a difference of perspective. You don't have it, and I love it. I love it. This is why I do these videos. This is why I have these conversations, and I'm okay with it. But again, if you want this live, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Check out my man, Fat Chula, in the comments. Please follow and like and subscribe to his page. My man Out the Pit is not on the page, but if you follow his page, you follow my page. Every Sunday, we do what we call the Fracker Show. And on that show, we get in there and we just act a fool. It's hilarious. It's funny. It's hilarious. And it's, just, it is what it is. So, if y'all on this live, please follow my brother Jay, which is the Fat Tat Chula Show. I like saying it. I like butchering it up. But you follow his channel because sometimes we have it on his channel. Sometimes we have it on my channel. Sometimes we have it on my brother Out the Pitch channel. So you got to follow all the channels so that you'll be able to watch the show every Sunday. We do the shows every Sunday at 12 o'clock noon. And you believe me when I tell you, you're not gonna miss. You're gonna enjoy yourself, right? You're gonna enjoy yourself because we act a fool. Sometimes we put out the highlights just to let people know what's going on, and so we put some highlights out through the weeks to let you know, kind of give people an idea what the show is. But the Sunday show, which is the Fracker Show, believe me when I tell you, you're gonna enjoy yourself if you're on there. So 12 o'clock noon on Sundays, you got to follow each other's channel because we don't know where we're gonna move it at that week, but we will do it. And if you get a chance, you can check out the Sunday show. And also, if you want this live, please check out Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. If you're looking for product, hair care products, skin care products, and candles, this is the place you go. If you're looking for hair care products, if you're looking for skincare products, and if you're looking for wonderful made candles, this is the place you want to go. Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. Why do I say that? Because I use their product. I'm not a paid customer. I use their product. I use their skincare product. I use their hair care products, and I use their candles. Best candles I've ever had. Hair care products is off the roof. Skincare products is just amazingly wonderful. And my thing is this is that, and they don't use none of the toxic stuff, that harmful stuff that messes you up. That goes inside your system and messes you up. They're very conscientious of what they make and how they make it, and their product's wonderful. When I say wonderful, listen, I have plenty of their product. I have the candles, have hair care products, skincare products. They all got their body wash. I love the body wash. Honestly, I love everything I get from them. So if you're on this live and you're looking for some hair care products or some skincare products, and you don't want to deal with all the toxic stuff that's out there right now, and they're expanding into other with their products, you might want to check out Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare, who is in the chat right now. In the chat right now. Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare products, they're in the chat right now. So my opinion, if you want to follow the channel, Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare, follow the channel. You need the link. The link to the store is in their channel. So if you follow Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare, the link to the store, the products that I'm talking to y'all about, is actually in their channel. So if you're looking for some great look, I mean, y'all look my afro tight. You know what I mean? I ain't had a haircut in almost a month. But they keep my afro tight. Now, I need to cut my hair. I ain't gonna lie, I do. But they keep my afro tight. I call it Afro Magic, but it's not Afro Magic. It's just the terminology that I use because I just call it Afro Magic. But if you're looking for great hair and skincare products, believe me when I tell you, Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare, you might want to check out their store. You're going to love their product. Believe me when I tell you. And just so y'all know, they're American made right here in this country, right in the good old US of A, right here in this country. So if you're looking for a place to get your hair care, skincare products right here in America, you want to support your country, support those that are American-made businesses, that's one right there that you can support. What's up, Scott? Scottish Bluebell. God bless you. Paris Luke. God bless you. God bless everybody that's in the live, everybody that's in the chat. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it very, very much. Jack, how you doing? God bless you. Doug, God bless you. Tommy, how you doing? God bless you. I appreciate it very, very much. Like I said, you in the chat, you on this live, please check out Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare Store. American-made business. Don't use all of this toxic stuff and chemicals and stuff like here that's harmful to your skin and harmful to your body, that's getting into your pores. And listen, all the stuff that I'm telling you, you go there, you follow Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare Store. They put a whole lot of information into their YouTube channel where you can follow and see how they're passionate they are about the product. You can get a whole lot of depth information. Just go in there, take your time, go through their page. And believe me when I tell you, you'll see what I'm seeing. I don't have to try to sell it because I'm not trying to sell it. I'm just saying, if you're one of those people, I appreciate you, Scott Bluebell. Appreciate you very, very much. Really, I really, really do. Appreciate you very, very much. I'll see the super chat. Appreciate it very, very much. Really do. Appreciate you. God bless you very, very much. Like I said, if you want great product, there you go right there. If you want great product, there you go right there. You can't get no better than the product, in my opinion, their product. They've been, I've talked to them personally. I've had to call it, and I gave them an insight a little bit of what my situation is, and they made stuff that was a little bit more specific to me. They already was making a product, but it's a little bit more specific to me. But that shows you how much they care. So if you're on this live and you're looking for hair care products, if you're looking for skincare products, that is the place you want to go. Appreciate y'all very, very, very much. Really do. God bless you. God bless you. God bless y'all. Appreciate you. Real talk. Yes, and like I said, I use their products, and I appreciate it. I mean, I really do. Like their products have been great to me. Like I have no complaints whatsoever. Like honestly, I have no complaints. I use their body wash, I use their skincare product, I use their hair care products. I mean, my household uses their stuff. That 70% of the product in my house for our skincare, hair care products is their products. I know they're working on some deodorant, which we eventually get there. We all were screaming we wanted some body wash, and they basically made body wash for the customers because a lot of us regular customers wanted it, and they made it for us, and we appreciate it. And I like it. Yes, And I appreciate it. And I appreciate the product. It's been a blessing to me. And like I said, so give them a shot. Look at their store. Look at their candles. Look at their product. Check the store out. Go to top to bottom hair and skincare. Top to bottom hair and skincare. Believe me when I tell you, top to bottom hair and skincare. They're in the chat right now. They're in the chat right now. And there's they have a phone number there too. You can get a split second of a computer, and if you need to talk to them, they have store hours where you can talk to them personally, and you can get information on what they make, how they make it, if there's something specific that they can possibly help you with, maybe coach you through your help, restoring your health, your hair health or your skincare health, whatever it is, maybe. There are people that are on my live and that have testimony. If you look at one of my lives that we did a celebration when I hit 2,000 subscribers, and we had people there that came in and testify with their product. It was unscripted. We didn't tell nobody what to say. That could have went sideways, and we just let everybody get a chance that we know that was buying their product and what they did and what the end result was. And we all got a chance to let people know. What's up, George? How you doing? God bless you. Welcome in. Larry89, how you doing? God bless you. Welcome in. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it very, very much. I really, really do. I know all y'all time is valuable. I don't take none of that for granted, even those that can't stand me. Those that may hate my guts. That's fine. I love y'all. I really do. Appreciate y'all. I really, really do. And it's all good. It's all good. Again, check out Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare Store. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Also, check out my brother Jay. Make sure y'all, for those if you haven't already followed the channel, every Sunday, we do it on what we call the Fracas Show. It's not we might talk a little bit of politics, but the conversation goes anywhere and everywhere. And it's hilarious. If you want a place to come where you can laugh and just watch four to 5 men act the fool, sometimes it's 4 of us, sometimes it's 5 of us. Is Ant Like a Bug on the channel, is my brother Jay, is my brother Out the Pit, my brother Bam Bam, and me, myself. And we have a good time. We have a wonderful time. And again, the Sunday show, you're going to want to check out. You're not going to want to miss that. We have a wonderful, wonderful time. And it's hilarious. It's funny and it's hilarious. Oh, no, I read them. I just too much. Sometimes the chat moves too fast. If you're talking to me, George, the chat moves a little bit too fast sometimes. So I try to read some of it, but I can't read it all. It moves too fast. But God bless y'all. God bless y'all, man. I really appreciate y'all. Really, really do. I have to get out of here. I have things I have to attend to. But again, Scottish, appreciate you. Appreciate the chat. I appreciate you. Your donation to the chat. I really, really do. You want to see the AR? Well, you have to go look at some of the other videos. You might be able to see the AR. You might have to go look at the other videos. Some of my old videos, you'll be able to see the AR. It's nothing special about them, though. It's nothing special. One of them is a 5.56, and the other one's a 4.58 SOCOM. Maybe that'll help a little bit. But I got to get ready to get up out of here. I really do. I appreciate every single person in the chat. I just want to say thank you to all y'all. I really do. Scottish Bluebell, again, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you very, very, very much. Is there anybody else that gave me a chat that I missed? If I did, please forgive me. But I really, really appreciate y'all. I really do. God bless y'all, every single one of y'all. Until the next time, y'all have a blessed one. Oh, wait a minute. Before I get up out of here, again, I don't ever want to do this. I try to avoid doing this at all times. Please make Jesus Christ your Lord and Savior. That matters more than anything I say. I don't care about my opinion about a lot of stuff. Might matter, might not. Take it for whatever I want. But my biggest one is please make Jesus Christ your Lord and Savior. That's more important than anything I can say or do. And with that said, I'm going to get up out of here. And y'all have a blessed, wonderful day. I'm out of here. Peace. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Check out the channel. Check out Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. Y'all have a blessed, wonderful day. Holla.